Good day everyone, it's Jerry here from G-XPERT. Okay, so I just want to share something with you guys. What you have, and this is actual facts. I don't have clips now that I can put on, but you guys can definitely research it yourself and you will see what I say is exactly true. Okay, so now electric vehicle or diesel. Okay, what should you get? I hype up everybody that electric is so much better, it's so much better. You don't use any fuel whatsoever, or you can go hybrid. You will use electric and you will use petrol, so you're going to pay out of your ass. Okay, true. But electric isn't better than diesel. Let's talk bucky wise. Okay, so if you want to go full electric, because I don't want to use petrol or diesel anymore, rather listen to what I have to say. Okay, so now with the prices on electric, buying a Ridara RD6 full electric, okay, you don't get a lot of range, you get some power, but you're paying R1,000,000 for that thing. Okay, buying a GWMP 300, you're paying, let's say, max 600,000 for it. Okay, so there's a 400,000 rand difference. You're not gonna, in more than 6 years, this is what you can do. If you think electric is better, save your money for electric. Okay, then go buy a GWMP 300 diesel. You pay, let's say, 600 or less, and the rest of the money you put in your savings. Okay, plus it's going to run some interest also. And out of that, you take and you go fill up every time you need to fill up. You will see it will take more than 6 years to use that 400,000 rand up. Okay, and then eventually getting to the million for paying for the electric. Plus the electric must still pay for its charging. Okay, so by buying a diesel, even with the stupid scam prices that they overcharging us, it's still worth it to have a diesel than to have an electric vehicle or bucky. Having electric is totally a waste of money if you cannot. But comparing bucky to bucky, not a GWM to a Shark Surf or whatever, a small little thing that you can only put your shoes in, then it's overloaded. Okay, so bucky to bucky, plus with the electric you won't be able to tow what you can tow with a diesel vehicle. If you want power in towing, use diesel. Having an electric or buying an electric is not worth the money than buying just a normal diesel turbo. And if you do the upgrade, like on a normal diesel, on a highway, you will consume more than with a hybrid, for example. Okay, but after I've set the turbo right, and especially if you upgrade it, it becomes no tuning, it becomes a lot lighter on fuel. Ask Yaku, he will tell you it becomes a crap lot lighter on fuel. Then the diesel becomes, on the highway, you're basically the third lightest bucky on fuel, on expenses. Okay, with electric you're only going to pay for your charging. Okay, with like the Changang Reef, you will only pay you will basically just pay for your fuel, your petrol. Okay, because it's just a range extender. Because with your BYD Shark, that thing is crazy heavy on fuel. Okay, on the highway, it's just not worth it, really. With the diesel, standard diesel, it can be the most expensive thing, but as soon as you do the change for the set up the turbo right even and do the EGR, it becomes your third lightest or least expensive thing to drive, let's say, down to Cape Town. Okay, it becomes quite a lot more. You save a lot more on fuel driving down to Cape Town after you set it right. Quite a lot. Okay, this is not thumb sucking. This is tests that we've done, okay, and yeah, I've posted some things with Yaku driving his and how much lighter it is on fuel. Unfortunately, that guy doesn't drive not always normal. Okay, he likes to push things, so because he's got now the extra power, but it's still a lot lighter on fuel, like a lot. And if you add like hydrogen injection, it causes to become even more light on fuel because your explosion is so much more and you don't have to give so much acceleration. And diesel is a slow burner, it's not a fast burner, so you can go a long way with a bit of diesel. Okay, with petrol it doesn't work that way. Okay, so yeah, it's not worth it to buy an electric bakkie. Even if you got a car that's diesel turbo and you got an electric vehicle, your diesel vehicle, it still works out cheaper to buy that than to buy an electric. Power for power, you will see that your electric vehicle is way too expensive and you're not going to consume so much diesel with that small little car. If you take the same amount that you would have paid for the electric and you buy a diesel and you put that other extra amount away in savings, it will run interest in anyway, and you can run more than 6 years, 10 to 1, way more than that, on that savings that you would have paid for the electric vehicle. So it's not worth it whatsoever at all. Okay, hope it clears up a few minds.